We're going to begin with a 14-inch white styrofoam wreath from nicksseasonaldecor.com. We're going to just take our lights and begin wrapping them all the way around the wreath. Now I have some clear ornaments that I got from Amazon and some cheesecloth that you can pick up from your local grocery store. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut a piece long enough and double it so we can create cute little ghosts. So once you've created a bunch of your little ghosts, you're going to apply some hot glue directly to the styrofoam, and we're going to just hot glue those right to the base of the wreath. Now it's time for our next ghost, and we'll just continue with them all the way around the wreath. Now it's time to add some eyes to our adorable little ghost. So I actually have these holly sprays from nicksseasonaldecor.com, and they have red berries. Of course, we don't want red for the eyes. So what I've done is I actually painted them black, just using an acrylic paint. And all we have to do is just pop those berries off, find where we want to put our eye, add a little dollop of hot glue, and place those eyes right on, like so. And now we'll add eyes to all of our ghosts. Now that we have all of our eyes in place, let's hang this wreath up and show you how adorable it is. And here is how it looks on my door, you guys. And I just love how unique and different this wreath is. And I love that we created it using some cheesecloth, some clear ornaments, and a styrofoam wreath. And that is it. So easy and so fun to put together. And I love how whimsical it is and very inexpensive as well.
It couldn't be easier to make this festive fall wreath. You'll need 6 dish towels in 3 sets of 2 coordinating designs and a foam wreath. Start by unfolding the towels and cutting off the finished edges. Fold in half crosswise and cut. You should now have 2 pieces that are about 8 inches wide and 13 inches long. Cut these pieces into 4 2-inch by 13-inch strips. Repeat with the remaining towels in this fashion. Now it's time to decorate your wreath. Working with 4 matching strips at a time, tie them around the wreath. Repeat, alternating the patterns till the wreath is full and no spaces are showing. Fan out and twist the edges for a full and natural look. Then take a piece of string, jute, or twine to create a loop for hanging and display your beautiful wreath on your front door to welcome in the season.
Today we're going to be taking this grapevine and turning it into a fall wreath using a football. So now what you want to do is you want to take each individual, make sure you give it a nice little fluff, make it look more realistic. Now we're going to simply place these randomly throughout the grapevine. So I went ahead and I added the cable tie mounts with a little bit of glue on each side just to make sure that they're nice and secure. And we're going to add some floral wire and then attach it into the wreath. I give it one little twist right down here at that cable tie mount, give it a twist, and now we're going to go ahead and insert it into the wreath. So you're going to want to take one piece of this wire, go down through the middle of the grapevine, and the other one onto the outside. Now I'm going to come back through and add a little bit of this eucalyptus. What I'm going to do with this eucalyptus is I'm going to create a base down around the underside of the football just to give it some more depth. Now that the eucalyptus is already added in, I'm going to come back through and we're going to start adding sunflowers throughout the whole entire wreath base. I'm going to save these next 2 sunflowers because we're going to put the bow in and then I'm going to add them around the bow. I've selected some really beautiful ribbons that's going to pull out those burgundies and the naturals with a nice little football ribbon, and we're going to create a bow with it. So when you start to your next color of ribbon, you're going to want to go about a 1/2 inch shorter on your loops. We're going to finish this bow with a cranberry wine color. We're going to have this bow coming right up here at the top of our grapevine. So now I'm just going and fluffing out this gorgeous bow. And then we're going to just add some more flowers in and around the bow. Once your bow is fluffed, we're just going to simply start adding in other florals around the bow and throughout the whole entire design. Now I have these gorgeous hydrangeas and I'm going to fill those in between all the sunflowers just to start filling in some gaps. Since I have one of these colored hydrangeas down here, I'm going to add another one over here to the right hand side too. Now I'm going to come in with these lovely little daisies. It's just going to add a little bit pop of color and it's going to finish all the floral around this design. A fall wreath wouldn't be complete without pumpkins. So we're going to take these wonderful velvet pumpkins and we're going to add them in, and then the design is completed. And boom, touchdown. We have finished this beautiful fall wreath using a football. If you have a Christmas wreath laying around, here's how you can transform it into a perfect decoration for Halloween. We're gonna cut the mesh every 19 inches. Now I'm gonna take my pine base and I'm gonna squish it into more of an oval shape. So we're gonna take our mesh, fold it in half, overlap it just a little bit, and then you're gonna flip it over. Now all you do is just scrunch it right up the center to make a nice little ruffle, and you're gonna come back in here to your pine using the ties on this pine and attach it into that wreath. Come back in with your next color and simply go right back over the top of the one that you just placed. Now my next one, I'm gonna reverse it and have the yellow in first, then the orange, and I'm gonna continue it the whole way around this wreath. Now that all the mesh is added, we're gonna go ahead and add in our fun attachments. So I'm gonna take these 2 wires and we're gonna go ahead and insert them down through the wreath and attach them to the wire frame. This is your wire frame. As you can see, I have my wire and I'm just twisting it around. So now I'm gonna come in with the candy corn, add it in between the cute little bottom and then the hat. Now I'm gonna take these coordinating ribbons and we're gonna make 2 bows to add into this. So we're gonna start out with 8-inch tails. So 1 loop on each side for this style bow. I'm gonna repeat the process, but I'm gonna go about 1/2 inch shorter with each ribbon that I'm adding. I chose this black and white harlequin because my little witch has the harlequin on her pants, so it's gonna tie this bow right in with the design. Now you're just gonna come in, take your pipe cleaner, wrap it around, pinch it as close as you can to the bow, and spin the bow. That will allow that tie to draw into your bow and make it nice and tight so you can fluff this out a little easier. Now that both bows are fully fluffed, we're gonna go ahead and add them into the wreath. Now that the bows are added in, these 2 spots seem a little bare. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a couple ribbons from here and we're gonna make little ribbon tail ties and add them in. We're gonna come over here to where one of those bare spots are. We're gonna find the ties from the wreath base and we're just gonna twist them. You're gonna wanna just separate the ribbons out so you can see all the colors. Now that filled in that little bare spot here, I'm gonna take these 2 sprays and they're gonna go in right where we just put those little ribbon tails. Just add some hot glue to your stem, and then all you're gonna do is just push it right down into that wreath. And now you got that fun little spray sticking out there. And now these last 3 little candy corns, we're gonna place them within the wreath randomly. And there you have it. That's how you can turn a Christmas wreath into a beautiful Halloween design.